Hello, and welcome back to Real Time, where we talk about the movies we like.
And the ones we don't.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Molly.
And originally we were going to do a whole video about this year's Oscars, but the wonderful YouTube copyright system kept pushing that back, kept not allowing that video to be viewed by people. So we're going to go in a different direction. We're going to do some of the movies that won big at the awards.
What are those movies?
Well, the ones we're going to be covering today are going to be Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Whale. So, The Whale, not The Whale, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mixed those two up because we just watched The Whale. We literally just got done with it.
Yes, we did.
We watched Everything Everywhere All at Once yesterday. But Everything Everywhere All at Once is the story of this woman, Evelyn Wang. I don't know which one is it, Wang or Wong?
What's it say?
Well, it's
Oh,
I think it's Wang.
I think it's. I honestly don't remember.
Let's say Wang. Let's say Wang.
Okay.
She is contacted by another version of her husband to try to help him in a multiverse madness of because there's this evil person, I guess, Jobu Tupaki, who's trying to do things. Honestly, her plan was kind of vague.
It's kind of hard to follow a little bit what she was really doing.
Yeah, all we know is she was mad at her mom in her main universe and is trying to get other versions of her mom to see, hey, look, stop it, basically. The movie's very weird.
Yeah.
But this movie stars Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wang, Stephanie Hsu as her daughter Joy, and also Jobu Tupaki. That's not really a spoiler. It gets revealed pretty early.
Yeah.
Ke Huy Quan makes his big screen comeback as Evelyn's husband Waymond. James Hong plays Evelyn's father Gong Gong. Jamie Lee Curtis plays Deirdre. I'm not going to try to say this last name.
All right.
She's a IRS agent who is auditing the Wangs. Tally Meadow plays Joy's girlfriend Becky. Jenny Slate plays a character that Evelyn calls Big Nose because she has a huge nose. And that's about it. There's a whole host of character actors in this movie, and they all have very memorable roles.
Yeah.
For instance, at one point, they fight over putting butt plugs in their butt.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
And another one has a raccoon in his chef's hat that helps him be great at hibachi.
Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
So this movie at the Oscars this year won 7 awards. It won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Best Film Editing, Best Lead Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress.
Lots of awards.
Yeah, and on Twitter there was a whole mess over people getting upset about Jamie Lee Curtis winning Best Supporting Actress over Stephanie Hsu for this movie, or Hong Chow for The Whale, or Angela Bassett for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, or Carrie Condon for Banshees of Inisherin. Honestly, I was surprised by this win, but
I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it.
I'm alright with it, yeah. She deserves it.
Now this is the movie you said was your favorite movie of last year.
Yes.
So
I still stand by that.
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this. Why do you like this movie so much?
I guess it's just because it was so refreshing to have a new idea, a new movie. It's not a sequel. It's not a continuation of a story. It is something brand new, and it was good. It was funny. There were a lot of funny parts in it, and there were a lot of emotions emotional parts in it. I think I cried even at one point whenever I first watched it. The relationship between Evelyn and Wayman was very nice. We see that they know each other in like all their lives. No matter what, he's there for her.
In some way.
In some way, yeah. Whether they're married or not, he's there. And the mother-daughter relationship is very well done.
It was very nice to see them try to mend that relationship and ultimately be in a better place than where the movie started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just love the story. It kept my attention the entire way from start to finish. I was just loving every minute of it.
And I feel like I like this more on a rewatch because on this last rewatch you pick up on so many things that you don't notice on your first time going around. Because when they're at the IRS office and they're doing the audit, Evelyn says something like she's a singer or a chef. You know, at first you're like, okay, yeah, whatever. She's just trying to.
Those are just like her hobbies. You think,
yeah, she's doing that. She's trying to, evade some taxes. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But then you see other versions of her where she is a singer or a chef.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, so she's technically right.
She's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how at the end of the movie, one version of Evelyn at least, which I guess our main version also learns this lesson too. She realizes that she doesn't really need her father's approval because she's fine with who she is, and she doesn't want to put the same pressure on her own daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, at the beginning of the movie, Joy was trying to tell her grandfather that, hey, I'm gay, this is my girlfriend, but problem is there isn't exactly a word for that in Chinese, I guess. I don't know, I'm not Chinese.
She just had a problem.
Well, yeah.
Saying it because she doesn't know Chinese very
well. Yeah, that. But Evelyn also said there isn't a word specifically for that, for like, for a girl dating another girl.
Oh, I did. I guess I missed. Okay.
Yeah. But eventually it seems that okay, maybe he's all right with it, or maybe at this point he's just so out of it that, whatever. It don't matter to him. Which in her own way, Evelyn is, she is welcoming of Becky because she points out all her faults and tells her where she needs to improve in a very mean way, like some moms I've known. So so in her own way, she's showing her love.
It's more like she's accepting, but she knows that, or she was afraid of what her father would think. But
well,
then,
yeah,
of
there's
course,
that too.
She learns from that.
That too. Yeah. So, Michelle Yeoh, of course, won Best Lead Actress in this movie, and well-deserved win.
Yeah.
I had a good feeling that when I watched the movie, I was thinking she's probably gonna win that.
Yeah, she did really good.
And Ke Huy Quan, oh my god.
Yeah.
We were cheering so loudly when he won.
Yeah, he deserved it a lot. He's very, very good.
But a really awesome moment came when the movie won Best Picture and everyone came up. See, Harrison Ford announced this award. When Ke Huy Quan came up, they had a little bit of a reunion. It was really nice to see.
Yeah, very nice.
The last time they saw each other was D23 last year. Honestly, it was Disney's basically which that's where Disney talks about and they show all the previews and stuff of their upcoming movies. But like the last time they saw each other before that was probably Temple of Doom back in 1984. So yeah, this was a really nice thing to see on TV. Just like noticing it small, like them Quan jumping up and down with Ford, and then the camera goes in and you see, oh, it's there. That's nice.
That is nice.
I really like how this movie was very creative and imaginative with how they can access um, different versions of themselves. You know, they call it like verse jumping or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they got to do something that no one would think to do in like normal day-to-day activity. Because at one point, Wayman eats chapstick.
Yeah, chapstick.
At another point, these guys are fighting over butt plugs to put up their butts.
Yeah, this leads to a lot of the funny parts, I think.
At another point, Wayman has to give himself paper cuts between his fingers. That was really uncomfortable.
That was not fun to watch.
That was more uncomfortable than the
me
butt
cringe.
plugs.
Yeah, it was really.
Because everyone gets paper cuts. Not everyone puts things up their butt.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there before we get into our favorite scenes, characters, whatever, all that? Do you have anything else to say?
I'd say I think this movie and all the actors who won awards that are in this movie deserved it.
Yeah, I agree.
Plain and simple.
I would have. I mean, if I was gonna guess between Shue and Curtis, I would have said Stephanie Shue would have won.
Yeah,
because
I think she did deserve it.
She had a much more. She was much more present in this movie than Curtis was. She had a much more meatier role. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis was really funny in the movie.
Yes.
And I did enjoy her performance in it, but this is just me thinking, and well, a lot of people on Twitter, this is probably just a legacy win because Jamie Lee Curtis has been in Hollywood for
a very long time,
over 40 years. You know, although I did like when they after they called her name, they said that she made her debut in Halloween.
Yeah.
You know, that was nice. And whether she deserved her award or not, her speech was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
You know, like, she's not really, she's mostly focusing on all the people around her, like working on this movie and all the fans who have been supporting her since Halloween.
Yeah.
And her parents. You know, so that was nice.
Yeah.
And of course, Kwon and Yao's speeches were really nice too.
Yes.
I really liked just how excited Kwon was to be winning this. It's just, you deserve this, my man.
Yeah.
And I loved how he thanked his Goonies co-star Jeff Cohen, Chunk. Which, I mean, Jeff Cohen is his lawyer, so.
So, are we going to talk about favorite characters or favorite moments?
Yeah, let's do favorite characters first. Who's your favorite character?
Probably Wayman, just because he's so funny and so sweet, and I think he's a really good husband. I think, he has a lot of good qualities in his character. He's just very loving, funny. I think I already said that, but he always seems to be happy, and he really cares about his family, and I just liked seeing him. Even like whenever he was Alpha, Wayman was really funny too, or he was a really good character too. I just, throughout the whole movie, he was just probably he's my favorite. Yeah,
I gotta agree. And when we were in the universe where Evelyn became a movie star, and in this one, honestly, she just became Michelle Yao.
Yeah, really.
You know, we see clips from Michelle Yao's real premieres. Like at one point, we see her at the Crazy Rich Asians premiere. Which, funny story, Ke Huy Quan was inspired to come back to acting after seeing Crazy Rich Asians.
Funny.
You know, he saw that a movie made in Hollywood with a all Asian cast can work. So he said, you know what, I'm gonna try again. Let's do this. And man wins an Oscar on his second movie.
Yeah. Second movie?
Well, yeah, he was in a movie the year prior to this one, but no one saw it.
I was questioning it because I'm like, I know he's been in more than 2 movies.
Yeah, like his second movie back.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Anyways, in that universe, my man Wayman here is looking sharp in that suit. Because he's just looking absolutely good in that suit. It's very fitting for him.
Yeah.
And homie looks sharp.
Mhm.
All right. What about your favorite scenes?
Now that's a hard one
There's a lot of good ones.
because yeah, how do I choose whenever I loved every part?
Well, we could just do a rapid fire of scenes that we liked.
Okay.
Raccacoonie.
Yeah, I loved Raccacoonie. The hot dog fingers, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, when they all have glizzy fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do really like that one because, well, I liked when Evelyn was talking to Deirdre about how she deserves love. And in the Glizzy Fingers universe, they were playing Claire de Lune on the piano with their toes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Evelyn reconnecting with her daughter throughout the universes.
I also like the part when she's climbing up the stairs trying to get to her daughter, and instead of fighting, she does all these nice things for people, and you kind of see it one after another. She like straightens this person's back, spanks the horny guy.
Gives the bearded gentleman his the perfume that his wife used to wear.
Yeah.
There's Alpha Wayman taking over and beating up the security guards with his fanny pack.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Which, as a guy who is definitely opposed to taxes, well done, my man.
There's so many good parts.
Geez, what else is there?
I kind of also like the scene where they're just rocks.
Yeah, that was nice too.
Evelyn and her daughter are just rocks.
There's all the scenes where Evelyn's finding these new alternate universes of her, learning all sorts of new skills and stuff to fight these people.
Yeah.
Whether it be the the one where she's doing the flipping the sign, the one where she's a hibachi grill, a hibachi chef, the one where she's a singer, the one where she's a kung fu action star. It's awesome. And honestly, I think I like this movie more on this rewatch than I did the first time I saw it.
That's what I think you said earlier.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really like it. I like it a lot.
Now I'm still gonna say this. I definitely prefer Top Gun Maverick a lot more than this one.
Okay.
But I'm not upset with this movie winning Best Picture.
Yeah.
Just if this is the movie that wins, all right, cool, good job. And it's also really neat that this is a genre movie. It's a science fiction movie with Raccacoonie fighting over butt plugs, fighting with dildos.
Yeah.
All sorts of crazy whack stuff.
But
And it beat out all these stuffy movies for Best Picture. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
I am fine with that. So, next we're going to be talking about The Whale. A movie that is the more or less the complete opposite of this one. It's still really good, but it's
very different.
a lot less fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot more uncomfortable. Whereas with Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'm definitely going to see this a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to watch The Whale as many times. It's just one of those movies where you're not going to watch it too many times. Although you do appreciate the few times you do watch it. So, we'll be doing that in just a second.
I'm ready.
Alright, The Whale.
The Whale.
The Whale. So, The Whale is the latest movie from Darren Aronofsky. It stars Brendan Fraser as Charlie, a 600-pound gay man who previously left his wife and daughter for one of his students. It's okay, he's a college teacher. It's not weird. It's a little weird. Just
a little weird.
But he's in his 20s, presumably. Anyways, the student, I mean. Anyways. And after his boyfriend died, he started binge eating, and now he's where he is now. A 600-pound recluse who teaches his students via Zoom. Sadie Sink from Stranger Things plays his daughter Ellie. Yeah, she's something. She's very mean. Ty Simpkins plays Thomas, a missionary from the same church that Charlie's boyfriend was a part of.
Yeah.
Who, he has his own secrets.
Yeah.
Hong Chow plays Liz, the sister of Charlie's boyfriend, and his nurse, who is treating him.
She's also a good friend to him.
Samantha Morton plays Mary, Charlie's ex-wife. Sathya Sridharan plays Dan, the pizza man.
Yep. Dan the pizza man.
Who delivers pizza to Charlie every day.
Mm-hmm.
J.C. Singh plays young Ellie.
Yelly.
Yeah, I combined the two words in my
Yelly.
mind. And Wilhelm Schlaudeck plays Liam, one of the students in Charlie's class.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering why he got a credit while everyone else didn't, good question.
Yeah.
So are we. We're wondering that too.
Yeah, we were wondering, we were like, who's Liam? And then, like, the last 10 minutes of the movie, we're like, oh, Liam.
Now, that's the entire cast of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least the entire cast that's on IMDb, because you know there's all those people who are also on the
all the students,
all the other students.
You know, they don't have any speaking parts.
Well, none of them have speaking parts really.
Not even Liam. I don't know why he was credited, but
because
it's okay.
Because it's Liam, dude,
Liam.
and it's not, he's uncredited too. We only know who he is because of IMDb.
Yeah. Oh well.
And yeah, there's only 8 credited characters, 7 really, because one of these is a young version of Ellie.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, this movie is incredibly uncomfortable. I did feel a bit less uncomfy during the second viewing than we did during the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's not an easy movie to get through.
No, definitely not.
But it is a very, very wholesome story, surprisingly.
Yeah.
You know, Charlie desperately wants to see the best in everyone. And he pretty much never has a bad thing to say about anyone.
Yeah.
Well, except for himself at the end, but it's okay. He's allowed.
Yeah. So he invites his daughter over whenever he knows his life is kind of nearing to its end.
Yeah, he's going to be dead by the end of the week.
Yeah.
And well, the movie starts off with him beating his meat to some gay porn.
Yes.
He gets a heart attack from that, and our poor boy Thomas comes in at the worst possible second.
Yeah.
Where these two dudes are just going at it balls deep in this other guy's cheeks.
Yeah.
And and he, Thomas calls Liz for Charlie because he can't do it himself. He's too fat to get the phone that rolled underneath his table.
Yeah.
So he helps him out there, and eventually he comes back to help, sort of get him into this church. And Liz breaks the news to Charlie. Look, you're gonna die by the end of the week if we don't get you to the hospital. Charlie's like, no, it's fine. I don't got money. There's no point. We later find out that he does have quite a bit of money. He has over $100,000 that he's wanted to leave to Ellie. Okay. And he invites her over so that he can, spend time with her before he dies.
Yes.
And he offers to help her with her schoolwork because homegirl is failing because she's just awful.
Yeah, she doesn't really apply herself to school.
She's a very mean girl.
Yeah. Kind of a bad person, honestly.
Yeah, like at some points, I question Charlie's judgment because he says he couldn't wish for a better daughter. I think you could. I think you could.
Maybe.
I mean, she does turn out. She does have her nice moments though. Like at the end, when it turns out she does actually care about her dad, even though she's incredibly pissed at him for leaving her mom and her.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah, who wouldn't be upset at that? But the thing about it is,
are you actually trying to parent me right now?
I don't know. It's just like Charlie is such a lovable and likable person that you just can't help but feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
Despite all the wrong he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, you still view him as a really good guy, even though he has made some pretty big mistakes. Has done some bad things, but, overall, he's still a really good guy.
Yeah, he's honestly really wholesome, all things considered. Now, this movie was based off of a play, all right, and which makes sense when you watch the
Yeah,
movie.
I could tell.
It takes place in
One room.
one room. Like occasionally we'll get outside Charlie's apartment on the balcony.
Yeah.
That's about it though. Aside from that, and another scene where it's like it's a flashback to when Charlie was still with Ellie's mother, and they went to the beach, which, spoiler alert, is the last thing he thinks of before he dies in the movie.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have criticized this movie for not updating it to be more cinematic, which I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a play guy. I wasn't a theater kid in high school or whatever, so it doesn't really matter to me. To me, it worked. You know,
Yeah.
yes, this movie it did feel confining, being trapped in this room, but
I think that's probably what they wanted
yeah,
you to feel,
you're,
though.
you're it puts you in the same situation as Charlie, just
Yeah,
stuck
he's
in
stuck
this
in this
situation,
room.
in this apartment. You know, he can't leave, neither can you.
Yeah.
And so this movie, of course, won Best Lead Actor for Brendan Fraser. You know, a very well deserved win, I think.
I thought so too, but I'm also a little biased. However, I do think it was deserved.
Yes. Even if I hadn't watched The Whale before the Oscars, I would have still been fine with Brendan Fraser winning for two reasons. One, it's Brendan Fraser. The man needs a break. Well, he's been getting back into the swing of things lately, with Doom Patrol, the new Martin Scorsese movie that he's going to be in, among other things. So he's getting his groove back.
Yeah.
But you know, the man has been through so much. Like we pointed out in our Mummy review, you know, he was sexually assaulted by the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press. He destroyed his body doing all sorts of stunts for the Mummy movies, and was bled dry by alimony by his ex-wife. So the man deserves a break. And the other reason why I would have been okay with him winning, even if I hadn't seen the movie, his speech. You know, first of all, he only has a very minimal amount of time to actually talk up there.
Yeah.
And he spends a good amount of it praising his co-workers. You know, it's really humble, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, Hong Chow was also nominated for an Oscar for this movie for Best Supporting Actress.
Yep.
Which I guess you could have guessed that from the first part of this video when we're talking about Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I'm going to say it anyways. That was pretty cool too. You know, and you know, watching this movie, I thought the name Hong Chow seemed familiar, and I was trying to place where I knew it from. Then I googled her, and I realized she was Pickles on BoJack Horseman, and that hit me. It was like, oh, that is so cool, man.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's just really interesting to me. And you know, good on her. She's really moving up in the world too.
Yeah.
But if we're going to talk about someone moving up in the world, Sadie Sink.
Yes. I feel like this past season of Stranger Things, which is season 4.
Season 4.
She had a huge.
She had a huge story arc.
A huge story arc. Her character really.
She came into her own.
Stepped up, and she really stepped up with it, and her whole one episode, I think, was like.
She stepped up when she was running up that hill.
Like everyone, saw that episode, and that scene where she's running away from Vecna. Everyone went crazy for it, and I think that really helped her get this part in the movie. And I think she has a bright future ahead of her.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about spoilers for the end of Stranger Things season 4, because if you haven't seen it by now, Go do that. You know, it's a great season. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
But I really hope they find a way to have her do something in the next season, because where we left off with her the last one,
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
you know, she's basically brain dead. 11 did her best to bring her back to life, and she tried. She did her best.
They're not gonna kill off Max. No way.
They might.
No way.
I hope not, but they might.
They don't have the guts.
Dude, they killed off Barb. They killed off Bob. They killed off
Yeah, everyone who's only been in one season. She's been in more than one season.
who was
so.
the Russian guy they killed off in season 3?
Alexei?
Alexei. They killed off Eddie. They might kill off Max.
No way.
They could.
Anyways, back to the whale.
The whale. So this movie also won Best Makeup and Hairstyling, and a bunch of idiots on Twitter were calling this movie fat phobic and fat shaming for giving it an Oscar for a fat suit. Which to everyone saying that, shut the hell up, please. Touch grass. Tell your parents you love them. You're being very stupid, and I'm not sorry, but grow up, okay?
Yeah. Whenever you're that fat, it should not be glamorized.
No,
it's
it
a
should
huge
not.
health concern.
As we see in the movie,
Yeah.
Charlie's dead by the end of the movie from it, and it's not like it to anyone who's trying to say this is like the equivalent of fat blackface. Please stop it. Get some help. Just stop. Log off the internet. Touch some grass. See the sun. Talk to a real person. Okay?
What? Oh, yeah.
And use your blinker while you're driving, because I'm pretty sure you don't.
Okay.
Anyways, now this was not one of my favorite movies of last year, as I said in our top 5 of the year. But it definitely would make the top 10.
It's a good one. It brought me to tears, yeah, at the end. And you know, sometimes I really like it when movies make me cry. I'm like, yes, it's satisfying. You pulled on my heartstrings and you did it well, so that's good.
And it's also really neat to see two actors from Encino Man both won Oscars this year.
Yeah.
Both Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah, real nice. Yeah. I feel like it was a very popular Oscars ceremony because of these two guys.
Yeah.
I think everyone was rooting for them.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like when Fraser went up to the stage to accept his award, Colin Farrell, who was also nominated in the same category, pulled him aside. Was like, "Hey, good job, man. You did great."
Yeah.
You know, so I think people would have been upset if these two didn't win. Which, for in the lead actor category, I can see could have seen either Austin Butler or Colin Farrell possibly winning.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about anything else. Anyone else from the supporting actor category winning over Quan?
I feel like he was. With Brendan Fraser, I wanted him to win, but I was like, I don't know if he will. But with I have a tongue tied. With Ke Huy Quan.
Good girl.
Sorry. I was like, oh yeah, there's no way he's not going to win.
Yeah, but then again, a couple years ago, we all said the same thing about Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah, like the Oscars left Best Lead Actor for the final category of the night to end on a high note with Chadwick Boseman posthumously winning a Best Lead Actor Oscar.
Yeah.
Which was a fair assessment to make, because he had been winning a lot of awards that award season.
And he died.
He did-
Which I do think sways their vote.
Sometimes it
Because
does.
with Heath Ledger, I mean, Heath Ledger deserved the Oscar. It was an amazing performance. One of the most memorable performances of all time. But he died, and I think that helped him get that Oscar.
Maybe, but then you see other instances where, like, James Dean was posthumously nominated in 2 separate years for Oscars, and he won neither of them. And then you have Joaquin Phoenix winning the Oscar for Joker, and Homeboy's still alive.
Yeah.
So,
I guess you're right. Well,
but as we saw from Chadwick Boseman, dying isn't always a guarantee
yeah,
of
I
winning.
guess you're right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Who did win that year?
Anthony Hopkins.
I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, me neither. But but yeah, I didn't see the movie that Chadwick Boseman was in, which was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So I can't say whether he or Hopkins deserved it. So that I have nothing to say. I don't know if either of them deserved it more.
I don't know. Yeah, I cannot say.
Anyways, let's get back to the whale.
Mm-hmm.
So, favorite character and favorite scenes is kind of redundant, given that, again, there's very few characters in this movie, and scenes, it's a bit difficult to
Yeah,
call.
it's kind of like you can't really pick your favorite scene because it was just kind of, how should I say this? It's not like it was a bad movie, it was just kind of like,
Kind of a downer.
yeah, so it's kind of like, oh, disappointing. I liked crying at the end. Yay.
I'm just gonna say this now. Well, I've been saying it, but Brendan Fraser was absolutely amazing in this
Yeah,
movie.
definitely.
You know, this is like one of those Oscar wins that, like, when I think about it, I both can't believe it, and I'm also really happy that it happened this
Yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, geez, Brendan Fraser winning an Oscar, I really like
Yeah,
that.
I like it too. Sounds nice.
Like, everyone who, all the actors who won one this year, this was their first time, and their first nominations too.
Yeah.
You know, Michelle Yeoh, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ke Huy Quan. None of them had been nominated before, as with Brendan Fraser, and this is their first time for all of them.
Yeah.
First time win, first time win. You love to see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
Alright.
I don't think we have anything more to say.
I'm ready to wrap it up.
I'm just gonna look something up real quick.
Go ahead.
Gonna look up that next movie that Brendan Fraser is gonna be in. Killers of the Flower Moon. Okay,
Is that based off of something? A book?
I don't know, man.
Or something? I have no idea.
Let's see.
I've never heard of that, so I do not know.
Killers of the Flower Moon. This is the latest. This is gonna be the next movie from Martin Scorsese. It is coming out in a couple months.
Oh wow. Cool. Well, we'll probably go watch that.
Of course. Yeah, May 2023. Oh, it's gonna come out on Apple TV.
Oh, never mind. We will not watch that.
We will watch it. We'll get a free
Free subscription
free,
for Apple.
free trial to Apple TV if we need to, because I am watching that
Yeah.
movie.
I do not support Apple. But I guess I'll do it for Brendan Fraser.
I mean, if it gets a limited theatrical release, we could try to see it there too. Anyways, it's based on a nonfiction book, so it's based on real life.
Alright.
Okay.
Based on real life.
Yeah, so it is starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro,
Ooh. Sorry.
Jesse Plemons, Lily Gladstone, Tantu Cardinal, Brendan Fraser, John Lithgow,
Sounds like a stacked cast.
other people.
Oh.
Yeah, so Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm there.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, we will catch you guys next time.
See you next time.